I take back anything negative I ever said about Cardinals defensive coordinator Vance Joseph. He may not be a good head coach, but he is a hell of a defensive coordinator, and the 49ers owe him a fruit basket because he created the blueprint to shut down the 2020 Seahawks offense, which is the number one offense in the league. Now, Vance Joseph waited until overtime after giving up 34 points to unveil the blueprint to shut this offense down. I don't know what took him so long, but he got there, and it won the game for him. And what he understands is that this offense, you can't just rush for, play coverage, and expect to beat Russell Wilson. He's too good. He's the best quarterback in the league. He'll buy time. He'll find guys downfield, and he'll hit him because he's one of the most accurate quarterbacks alive. So what do? You rush the hell out of him. You blitz him. You get the ball out of his hand as quickly as possible, and that's what Vance Joseph did relentlessly in this game. If you notice, they've got 5 guys on the line, and this guy, he's not blitzing, he's a green dogger. If this running back blocks, he rushes. If he runs a route, he covers. And what Vance Joseph understands is that the Seahawks line, the center, is going to slide away from the running back, and the running back is going to be one-on-one blocking Isaiah Simmons, their first-round pick, who's a monster. That's what they're going for. The center slides this way. Carlos Hyde has to block Isaiah Simmons one-on-one. Carlos Hyde freaking stinks at blocking. And that's a matchup the Cardinals dictated through film study and preparation, and that's a sack just based off of matchups. Vance Joseph was just getting started. This one here is Vance Joseph's baby. It will win the game for the Cardinals in a few minutes. I'll show you. But Robert Saleh needs to steal this from Vance Joseph because it's brilliant. I mean, right now, what Vance Joseph is doing is showing 7 potential rushers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's the same amount of blockers that the Seahawks have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, right now, Vance Joseph is dictating all the blocking assignments. He knows who's going to block who. That's the key to setting up a good blitz. He's blocking him. 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 The Seahawks are fine, right? It's going to be fine, right? Everyone's accounted for. Well, the problem is these 4 interior rushers back out and play zone coverage. These 2 rush. This guy rushes. He's blocked by about 3 guys. And, oh, who's that guy? Who's that guy? The 8th guy that was not accounted for. Let's go back real quick. You got these 7 guys who are creating panic for these blockers. But this is the guy who's going to get the sack. The nickelback, covering Tyler Lockett, the number 1 receiver on the Seahawks. You wouldn't think that you would bring the guy covering the number 1 guy, the safety blanket, in. But he's unblocked, and you have these 4 guys fanning out. Look what this is. It's just cover 3. 3 deep, 4 underneath. It's the coverage that the Niners like to use. And they just using interior guys to drop, and these edge rushers, these outside linebackers and corners and safeties to rush. And again, look, by dictating all these blocking assignments, Vance Joseph knows with 100% certainty no one's going to block the nickel blitz. Otherwise, it's just a crapshoot. This is science. I know 33 is going to be unblocked, and he is. Robert Saleh, you're taking notes, right? Now Vance Joseph is going to go back to attacking the Seahawks running back and pass protection. There's 1:21 left in overtime. It's 1st and 10 at the Cardinals' 48-yard line. And again, Vance Joseph knows that the offensive line is going to slide away from the running back. This time it's a guy named DJ Dallas who also stinks at blocking. So where's the blitz going to come from? The running back side. They're attacking him. He's going to fan out. The line's going to slide this way, and it's going to be DJ Dallas one-on-one against the nickelback, Byron Murphy. How many times do we see Robert Saleh blitz the nickelback in a game? 2, 3? It's one of his favorite things to do. Now, his nickelback usually is a better rusher than that. This guy really isn't doing anything. He's just trying to keep Russell Wilson in the pocket. Imagine if this was Jamar Taylor, K'Wan Williams, Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner. You can get creative. You can actually send a threat in to attack the quarterback and attack that running back who stinks in pass protection. Russell Wilson's actually going to complete this pass. But again, attacking this guy, isolating him, knowing the center's going to slide away from him, knowing you're going to get a one-on-one matchup, just send someone a little bit more dangerous next time. Saleh has a lot of guys he can send. Now Vance Joseph's going to go back to overloading the Seahawks protection and exploiting poor DJ Dallas. As you see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a seventh guy popping in. I mentioned better to have someone like a safety or a linebacker attack this DJ Dallas, right? Well, here he is. He's coming. You see it right now. It's not a nickel, it's a safety. And let's look how Vance Joseph sets this up. You got 7 rushers, 7 blockers. He just wants to get 22 on 31, and he does right now. He has it on him. He has it right now. Let's go across the board. He's blocking him. 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 Right? Right. Let's check it out. He fans out. He whiffs. Good job, DJ. 22 hits Russell Wilson as he throws the ball away. The Niners sure can do that. This is the next play, 2nd and 10 at the Arizona 48-yard line, 1:15 left in overtime. Vance Joseph has found something that works, and he's going to stick with it. This 7-man pressure. This time, it's going to be coming from the nickelback. He's the 7th guy, and he's on the opposite side of the running back. That's the wrinkle. But what you see here is the tight end is not in a position to block. He's going to run a route. So you got 7 rushers against 6 blockers. Let's watch it from the end zone angle. They realize what's coming. They've seen this nickel blitz like just on the previous play. So the left tackle sees it. He's looking at it. He knows even though it's not coming from the short side, you got to get over to the wide side and block that guy. So they're hyper aware of this edge blitzer who's been killing them all overtime. The problem is they're going to leave 51 totally unblocked because if you look, he's blocking him, he's blocking him. The center has to choose between one of those two. He's blocking him, he's blocking him. If 31 blocks the nickel rusher, no one blocks 51. And that's exactly what happens. Center chooses one. 31 would need to block him, but he's so concerned about this nickel rusher that 51 gets a straight line hit on Russell Wilson. And what you see is the Seahawks never had a solution and answer to this pressure package. Their protection rules had no solution for what Vance Joseph showed them, which means the 49ers have to show the same thing, try the same thing early against the Seahawks to see if they found a solution yet, because chances are they haven't. This is the game winner here, the walk-off. It's 3rd and 14 at the Seahawks 48-yard line, 104 left in overtime. Again, they're showing that 7-man pressure, and the Seahawks are freaked. They have no solution for it. Russell Wilson is gesticulating wildly, trying to get people blocked, trying to get people accounted for. He's looking at this guy over here. They know that the Seahawks have been bringing this guy all game. They're trying to pick him up. What do we do? What do we do if they rush 7? What do they do? What do we do if this guy comes from over here? Well, the Seahawks are going to go back to that play I showed you earlier where the 4 interior guys bail. The 4th rusher comes from over here. Russell Wilson just panics, throws it to his security blanket. Tyler Lockett, who isn't even looking, throws right into underneath coverage in cover 3 as I showed you earlier. It's just cover 3 with fancy rushing angles. It just panics. When he sees a blitz, he's going to try to get the ball to Tyler Lockett. That's his guy. You don't throw the ball out here when you're facing a blitz. You throw it to your slot receiver or your tight end, but your slot receiver is the best receiver on your team on the Seahawks. Just blindly chucks it up, loses the game. That's the best quarterback in the league. Nothing against Russell Wilson. He just got out schemed. The Niners can do this too, and I believe they will. Now, these blitz concepts are in Robert Saleh's playbook. This was just a few weeks ago, week 4 against the Eagles. 4th quarter, 11:34 left, 3rd and 8 at the Eagles' 13-yard line. What you need to notice right away is that Eric Armstead is playing nose tackle. This is the key. This is the tipper-offer. Saleh used to do this with DeForest Buckner last year. You put Eric Armstead over the center, Fred Warner over the guard, Kerry Hyder over the tackle. You know the center is going to slide this way. Going to pick up Armstead, which means you know you're going to have 2 rushers on the left, 3 rushers on the right. So where do you think Robert Saleh is going to bring the blitz from? That's right, from the side with only 2 rushers, the side that can't pick it up. Where is that guy? He's right here, Jamar Taylor. Not quite in the screen. Offensive line isn't looking for him. Sacked. You bet Robert Saleh can do to the Seahawks offense exactly what Vance Joseph did. It's just a matter of Robert Saleh calling the blitzes that already exist in his playbook.